Hello Shemai and welcome back to the Director of Football Challenge with Swansea City. Today we face Liverpool, a very tough match against the stalwart of English football, and since last episode there's been quite a few games played. The last one was that frantic 2-2 draw, last minute equaliser against West Ham. And we had a little bit of a good run after that. We won 3-1 against Crystal Palace. We were 2-0 up in the first 10 minutes. Sigurdsson, who had a really rich vein of goal scoring form as well. Fortunately against Watford, he did miss a penalty in the 90th minute. So that was kind of an opportunity wasted. We could have definitely nicked that at the death. And we came into a run of really strange games. Against Spurs in the quarter-final, we were 6-0 down at half-time. I made 3 subs at half-time, changed things up. Jordan Ayew and Wayne Routledge changed the game. If you look, Federico Fernandez at a 5.4, Fabianski on a 5.7, and then you've got Jordan Ayew and Wayne Routledge who got higher than an 8 rating. So it was a bit of a strange one. And maybe if we'd started differently, we could have battered Spurs and it would have been the other way around. We lost 4-0 away to Man United as well, and at this point I was starting to worry. We're leaking goals. All season we've actually been leaking goals, and I think it's only the bottom of the table that have conceded more goals than us. So obviously we have a problem in defence. And we also, this was the game where I was like, if we lose this, I'm going to have to change the tactic. We lost 3-2. We were 3-0 down. We came back to 3-2, and I thought we're gonna do all right. We're going to come back in this game. But obviously it wasn't to be. And these are 3 pretty devastating losses. And I'm sticking with the tactic just for today for Liverpool. We've got West Brom and Middlesbrough, who are both in the relegation zone. West Brom are just outside the relegation zone, and Middlesbrough are bottom. So ideally I want to take 6 points from that. We're in 12th, as you can see, on 19 points. Not too shabby. We're doing okay. This is exactly where you'd really expect Swansea to be. We did draw Man City in the third round of the FA Cup, which I thought was a little bit frustrating. But nevertheless, we go on. And like I said, if we do lose today by quite a hefty margin, or just if it's not a good performance, then I will probably end up changing the tactic. We also have January coming up, so when the Director of Football really kind of does his work, and we can hope that he brings in some new wingers, because our wingers haven't really been performing. Even though a lot of these ratings are quite good, the last couple of games, everyone has been disappointing, and none more so than all of our centre-halves. Everyone has had like a sub-6 rating in a game recently, and they're really struggling, as well as David Hunker. He only came in because Martin Olsen was suspended for a game. Pedro Pereira's coming in for Carl Norton. He's done all right in his last few games. He's kind of on the edge now. If he plays poorly today, I'll probably bring Carl Norton back in. Fabianski's been playing really poor lately, but I haven't got much of a choice. I've got Christopher Nordfeldt, but he's really nothing compared to Fabianski. For the team today, we stick with... I don't know, we stick in faith with a lot of players. Fabianski in goals, Pereira, Mawson, Fernandez and Olsen at the back. Cork and Furs the midfield too. I'm kind of debating whether to take Jack Cork out for Leon Britton. He's another one that's on the edge of getting dropped. Narsing, Sigurdsson and Wayne Routledge behind the striker, who is Jordan Ayew. Unfortunately, Baston hasn't scored since return from injury. Fernando Llorente is almost back fit. He's just a little bit short there, so I'm not going to put him on the bench today. But in the next few, probably the game after this against, I think it's West Brom, he will probably feature then. We're at quite long odds today, 4-1 to win the game. No real surprise when Liverpool are up in 5th and we're down in 12th. I've had an average season so far. There's been a couple of surprise packages like Bournemouth and Southampton who are playing really well. Sunderland have dropped off as well. But today, I don't know, it's going to be a tough game. I'd take a point against Liverpool. Any points you can get against Liverpool are good. And we can take solace in the fact that we're not Middlesbrough, who've only won 1 game out of 15. So here we are then at the Liberty Stadium for this game. In real life, Swans have an average record against Liverpool. Obviously this season they went to Anfield and won 3-2. And I would absolutely be delighted if we managed to win 3-2 here. As the first highlight of the game, Routledge intercepts a throw rather well. What can he do with it? Up to Sigurdsson. He still does well to hold on to the ball, but we're playing with it in a dangerous area. I kind of want to get it up the pitch. What I've just realised is Liverpool have had 5 shots in the first 10 minutes, but Jordan Ayew's great save there by Mingile. Is a weird reaction from me, but there was a good clear-cut chance there for Jordan Ayew, who's Does well at fashioning chances for himself, but he doesn't seem to finish them as often as someone like Borja Baston. If I could combine those two players in this save, I think we would have like 20, 30 goal season player. But there's another chance here, it seems. Ayu's into the box. Can he cross it? He can. And Narsing, how has he not scored that? That was literally about a yard in front of the goalkeeper, and he had the chance to head it home, and he hasn't. And now, I was going to say now we've conceded. Good save by Fabianski. It was quite a tame shot by Sadio Mane in the end. Positive start though, a couple of clear-cut chances. Liverpool on the attack here though with Firmino. Good chance there to intercept, but no one does, and Fabianski collects what was a pretty rubbish shot in the end. I'm not sure how that was a key highlight, but there's a corner here. Henderson with the ball in, it's headed to the back post and it's in. That's really poor defending, poor mark in there. Firmino in the end gets the goal. It was crossed in quite deep by Henderson. I don't know who that. It's Fernandes who's completely misjudged the ball, and then no one is around to put enough pressure on Firmino to make him struggle with his header. But obviously, we're now 1-0 down at half time. We have been unlucky so far, but it always fires them up when you tell them they've been rubbish. So there's no point just saying you've been unlucky. I want them to know. Sigurdsson's on the 6.3. He just came third in Player of the Month. And now he's just gone terrible. He's the curse of the third of the Player of the Month. Apparently, that's a thing now. Milner with the ball. Out wide to Coutinho. I really want some more pressure put on. There we go. Interception. We don't have the ball for long though, as Ayew can't really do much with a long ball hit up to him. I can feel another goal coming here. Firmino's into the box. Ended up with a really, really good save from Fabianski. The ball wasn't cleared very far. It's another chance for Liverpool here. We're getting a bit of a drubbing at the moment. I'm surprised it's only 1-0. The ball goes into the box and it was cleared weirdly, and Lallana heads it loopingly over. And I really want to take Sigurdsson off, but there's just no one who can come into that position behind the striker who's really good. I'm going to bring Jack Cork off and give Leon Britton a go. He has not played at all he's played like 5 minutes this season. We're going to switch Leroy Fer to an attacking playmaker and leave all the defending to Leon Britton. Little Leon. I'm also going to bring Borja Baston in a minute. And we've just conceded again. James Milner scored. I don't want to watch that highlight. Attacking. We're going to have to change the tactic, I think. But the question is, to what? When Routledge had an average game, we're going to bring on Jeff and Borja to see what them two can bring. Jordan Ayew has started off really well. We had a couple of early chances that if we'd have taken them, the complexion of this game would have been completely different. If we concede a third goal now, that's surely the end of the game. And Fabianski, what are you doing? Adam Lallana slots it in. Fabianski is having another poor game. There's literally no defenders out there whatsoever. Martin Olsen is nowhere near where he needs to be. And that has just gone through Leroy Fer. There's no confidence in our defence whatsoever. And if you look at the ratings across the fence, there's another highlight. Goes into the box and it's blocked off the line, I believe, by whoever was on the post. Chance for a counter-attack, but Borja can't get there. Maybe one consolation goal here. Narsing with the ball, please don't lose it. Gives it to Britton. He's got nowhere to turn. Gets dispossessed. Now there's a counter-attack on. Sturridge on the ball, strikes it and he goes wide. Question is now, how do I change the tactics? Mignolet with a goal kick as we search for a consolation goal, but it doesn't look likely as we don't have the ball. Henderson with it to Milner, to Sturridge into the Origi, and it's well held by Fabianski this time. But Liverpool had 23 shots this game. Seems, I don't know, maybe I need something more defensive. Obviously I need something more defensive, but then do we sacrifice our attack? I think I'm going to spend the next few games experimenting with some new tactics. Jury's still out for Swans, boss, yeah. Started off really well, but now we're down in 14th and it's looking a little bit more miserable. 4 losses on the trot, I think it is now. West Brom and Middlesbrough, 2 away games where we have to stop the rot. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.